And we are live. What's going on, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Smoke City MobCast, man, brought to you by the LDBC, Lions Den boxing community, man. Shout out to the entire LDBC family. Be sure to go and visit the website, man. Website's housed at www.ldbcsports.com, man. Really, truly appreciate you, man. You have absolutely no idea, man. You guys just continuing to bless us, man. Continuing to rock with us. Definitely, truly appreciate you. In the event that you guys missed this live show, don't worry. It will be in the archives via YouTube. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to go in, man, and subscribe to the Smoke City MobCast, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, the podcast of this show will be available via SoundCloud. Once again, you can go to the SoundCloud page. The link will be in the description, but you can go over to SoundCloud and just search for the Smoke City MobCast, man, and it'll pop right up. Right now in the building, man, we have 78 Sports TV, Blood Boxing, the One LVZ, and Trap House Boxing. What's going on, 78?
Good, brother. Just chilling, man. Ready to talk some biz oxen.
Yes, sir. Tell the people how they can find you, family.
Man, check me out on YouTube. It's 78 Sports TV. You can find me on Facebook at Kevin Nash. Also at LDBCsports.com and that's 78 Sports TV.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Blood Boxing, what's going on, family?
What's good with it, bro? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Ready to talk some boxing, man.
Yes, sir. Already. Tell the people how they can find you.
Hey, man, y'all can just hit me up, man, at Blood Boxing Returns. If you all want to see my live stream, you got to hit me at Blood Boxing.
Yes, indeed. The One LVZ. What's going on, family?
What it do, Jay Truth. What's happening, bruh?
Man, you got it, family. You got it. Tell the people how they can find you.
Man, y'all can find me here. Y'all see this icon. It's the One LVZ of LDBC Boxing. Or y'all look down in the chat room. If you see Peckerwood Punishment, he is I and I am him.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Trap House Boxing, last but not least. What's going on with you, family?
What's good, folks? You all right?
Man, what's understood needs no explanation, man. I'm good, family. Tell the people how they can find you.
Oh, man, YouTube, Trap House Boxing, Twitter, at Trap House Boxing, on Instagram, Trap House Boxing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's jump in here, man. We got this breaking news. And the breaking news basically is that Manny Pacquiao allegedly is coming back for a fight. Well, he's going to fight 2 fights, but he's slated to fight Vasily Lomachenko in November of this year. I need to know what do the members of the LDBC think about this fight, man? Let's start with you, 78.
Man, I ain't had time to really sit down and research everything, but I did hear from all the brothers that Aaron want to make Pacquiao Lomachenko. He's gonna try to push that issue in November. I don't know if this is a marketing ploy so that they can sell Pacquiao's next fight, because I think he's fighting at a different venue than Terence Crawford and Jeff Horn on the same date. So I don't know if that's what they're doing to boost the pay-per-views. I don't know or maybe the fight really is gonna happen. Because either way, I just feel like if Lomachenko accepts the fight, cool, all right. And that's gonna leave the door open for Lomachenko. Once you move up, okay, to 140, because I heard the fight might be at 140 at catchweight. Once Lomachenko moved to 140, that's good, because he beat Pacquiao. If he can beat Pacquiao, he got no more excuses on why he can't fight Terence Crawford, Mikey Garcia, or anybody else that we want to see him fight. Because I truly just want to know how good this dude is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna sit around hating on nobody. If the dude good, like y'all say he is, then he got to at least do what I didn't see other motherfuckers that great do. You know what I'm saying? Which is move up in weight, sometimes skipping weight classes. You know what I'm saying? So he got to show me that he's that great. Now, on the other hand, with Pacquiao, with all due respect to Pacquiao, I respect what he's done in the sport of boxing. Even if he was juicing, I still respect the dude. You You know what I'm saying? But Pacquiao, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because if you gonna fight this motherfucker who coming up all these weight classes, but you won't fight Terence Crawford, who also coming up weight, all right? You scared to death of him. You won't fight Keith Thurman. You won't fight motherfucking Earl Spence Jr. Like, it just, Pacquiao disgusts me a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I got to see what he going to get paid for Lomachenko. Because if he going to get paid 30, 40 million or something, that's different. I understand that's business. But anything less than that, that's a sucker move, in my opinion.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, Blood, it's on you. Come on with it.
Okay, man. Well, shit. You know, Manny Pacquiao, Lomachenko. This is the first I'm hearing about it, man. I ain't hear about it. I don't know. Is this fight signed? Or are you guys just saying that this is talk right now?
Well, I saw it on DBN on the Dante Boxing Nation. I don't think that they have it signed as of yet. I also heard that I heard it both ways. I heard that Pacquiao was going to fight on the same day and it's going to be a separate venue. I also heard that they were going to have him on the undercard. So I'm not sure which one is accurate.
Well, yeah. What they're saying is this, Blood. It's like Pacquiao is going to be fighting on the same card as Terence Crawford, but they're going to be at different venues because Pacquiao got an ego and he don't want to be on Terence Crawford undercard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be like a co-main event type thing, but at different venues. And their plan is for Pacquiao to fight in April and then drop down to 140 to fight Lomachenko at a catchweight in November. That's what they want. Lomachenko's team saying, Lomachenko's team was saying a couple weeks ago that they weren't interested in fighting Pacquiao because he's an old man. And there's no glory in beating an old man. But Bob Arum said in the interview that, you know, I'm interested in making that fight. So if Arum, the boss, he's saying he interested in making that fight, Pacquiao want to fight, Arum want to fight, most likely Lomachenko going to do what the fuck they tell him to do.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about the whole thing, okay? Lomachenko, okay, he's a great fighter, okay? He's got a lot of talent. We can see that. I mean, he hasn't achieved greatness yet, in my opinion, but I do see the potential for greatness, okay? The problem with Lomachenko is he needs to settle down somewhere at some weight class. Now, Manny Pacquiao, that would be a good fight for him, but Lomachenko's trying to be truthful here and say, look, the man is, what is he, 39 now, something like that? You know, and he didn't give himself much credit for the win over Rigondeaux. And I think where he's coming up short is he don't have nobody to support him, Lomachenko. Nobody supports Lomachenko. The only reason these guys pretend to follow behind him is to argue with us. Because if they supported Lomachenko, they would do the same thing that we're doing for our fighters that we support, like Terence Crawford and Deontay Wilder. What do we do to the other champions in these weight classes? We speak up for our fighters. Why is no one speaking up for Lomachenko? He wants all the fights. He's even saying that Manny Pacquiao's an old guy. They're going to end up ruining his legacy. He don't have nobody standing behind him, really, because nobody is out there pushing for this guy. Nobody. They're only using him to argue with us and things like that, and we know why the media wants him at the top. So, yeah, they'll give him the Manny Pacquiao because he's the face that they want.
That's right on. That's short enough of right on. Okay, the one LVZ, what's going on, man? What you think about it?
Man, first of all, let me do this first. That's for my man Blood Boxing for sitting there dropping that heat. Now look, man, Manny Pacquiao versus Lomachenko. I know this gonna shake people up, but I'm about to take a different position, which ain't nothing new for me. Am I allowed to call this a cherry pick? I mean, because honestly, I don't expect Vasily Lomachenko to lose this fight. I think we have seen that Pacquiao has definitely lost a step, and this just looks like we should call it what it is. Manny Pacquiao's farewell tour, or Manny Pacquiao being fed to slaughter. You know, Bob Arum couldn't get rid of him after the Horn loss. The Terence Crawford fight would be a humiliating way for him to go out. And a bit, I'm not mad at Vasily Lomachenko for if he takes this fight, because you can have that legacy on your belt. But to be totally honest, I agree with him that this is an old man. There's no glory in him beating him, and I can't be excited about this fight. And the fact that you said Bob Arum is the one pushing it makes me feel even more like this is a setup to be your farewell tour before we wheelchair your old ass out the door.
Indeed. Indeed. Okay, Trap, it's on you, baby.
Well, clap 2 times for all, 3 times for everybody, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I am a little bit excited about watching the fight. I just want to see the stylistically the clash, you know what I mean? But Blood is right. Lomachenko need to sit his ass down somewhere and get in the weight class. But Bob Arum, motherfucker, man, I've been saying this for a long time that Bob Arum wanted to feed Manny Pacquiao to Terence Crawford, so he put him in the real catch-22, and he say either you fight Terence Crawford or you get on the undercard against Lomachenko. You know what I mean? But he gotta put it in the sense to where, you know, they like 78 said, they're not gonna be at the same venue. You know what I mean? But he's still gonna be the undercard and all that old type of shit. But I think that Lomachenko can beat Manny Pacquiao. I don't see what Manny Pacquiao, like far as like his activity. He's a one-handed fighter. And I don't see, if you ain't got a jab or nothing like that, I don't see how you just gonna beat Lomachenko, because Manny Pacquiao ain't got no effective jab. He don't use it. So I don't really see how he gonna really beat Lomachenko. But I think it can be a little decent little fight. But I got Lomachenko probably winning that fight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me jump in here. P Money, shout out to P Money, man, on the super chat. Appreciate that, family, man. We're gonna take that and it's gonna go towards a good cause. Please believe me. But we really truly appreciate the love, family. Hey, man, as far as I'm gonna be totally transparent with you, man. I don't trust Scam Daddy. That's Bob Arum, aka Scam Daddy. I don't trust Scam Daddy, man. Scam Daddy's about the bullshit. And I think that, it is with him, and, his whole motive has always been, or for quite some time, is to build, the next great white hype or the great white hope, to actually get a European fighter, and bring him to prominence so that, he can get the global, not just the global appeal, but primarily the appeal from the American fight fans, no doubt about it. And I think that he's feeding Manny Pacquiao, to the wolves. Now, what I hope Manny go in there and get some shit. I hope he go in there and fuck up the whole plan. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I hope he goes in and I hope that he fucks up the entire plan, man. And that's just me, because Scam Daddy, man, he's some shit, man. And I hate that Lomachenko gets the fight over Terence Crawford. Like, I don't like that. And then I hate the fact that Manny Pacquiao's gonna bring this dude up, for 2 weight classes. And I don't know, man. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want both them motherfuckers to lose. But okay, so we had some shit that popped off, man, with regard to the welterweights. It's heating up in the welterweight division, man. Definitely is. We got, trainers going to task. We got, everybody's highly anticipating the Errol the Truth Spence versus Terence Crawford showdown that we're just looking for. We can't wait to get. And I just need to know, as far as just the activity that we had this week with regard to the trainers, what you guys thought about it, and then what you guys think about that matchup, man. We'll start with Trap House.
What's going on, bro?
We're talking about the with regards to the Crawford versus Spence fight, and with the Bomax interview, and then Derek James's response. And I want to know what your thoughts are on that fight.
Hold on, man. Let me step outside for this, because I don't want my family to hear what I gotta say real quick. Yeah, man. All right. First of all, man, I like both teams. I like both fighters a whole lot the same. I think Bomac just he just doing what he do, man, and Derek James, he doing what he do. I ain't really taking nothing into that. I don't feel like Errol Spence and them even need to respond, because, like I said in my video, man, first We got to catch Keisha Thurman and make her pass that pussy on up. Because without Keisha, we can't. I don't even see that fight really happening. And that's just the real. That's pretty much what I think about the fight. Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I agree. I agree with that too, man. I mean, I look at it like this. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, both of them, two hellified fighters, man. We support both of them. I'm not finna get caught up in I fuck with this one and looking for reasons to hate on the other one. I'm not doing that shit. I fuck with both of them. And this is a beautiful fight to me. And I think both trainers, it's a competitive nature, man. These dudes, you know, come from a culture where, I mean, we all understand this as Black Americans. They come from a culture in which the best gets brought out of them by each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is why we used to say back in the day, and people used to laugh at me. I said, man, I think Adrian Broner and Crawford would be a good fight. I think Crawford beat Broner, but I think Crawford would be the best out of Broner. And people laugh at me when I say that, but it's a black thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be, you know, on no bullshit. I'm just for real about that. You know, just like Mayweather, Zab Judah. Zab Judah fought Mayweather for 4-5 rounds. He fought that motherfucker to perfection. You know what I'm saying? He fought his ass to perfection before Mayweather caught up with him. So all I'm saying is Crawford Spence, that's a fight that I'm looking forward to in the future. I'm not worried about, you know, Crawford beat Horn and then I'm going to be on Crawford. Hey, fight Spence. I'm not going to be worried about that. I think the fight going to happen. And also, you know, Errol Spence has made it very clear that he wants to fight this owed to him, which is Keith Thurman. I think he won't Keith Thurman first before he do anything else. But if he don't get it, he might have to come see Terence Crawford. He might have to get that one first. Keith Thurman might, you know.
Can I speak on that right quick, bro?
Yeah, go ahead. Jump in, bro.
Let me speak on that, man. I got a problem with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fighting before Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. And the reason why is real simple. Yes, I think Terence Crawford is one of the best welterweights. But I don't think he should be thrown into that fire that quick. I respect the fact that they want to take that fight and they want to fight each other since that's going to be so easy. I'm more of the sense with Trap House. I want Keith Thurman first. I want both of them to clean up that division so we can have us a super fight, a mega fight that we can all enjoy between two fighters who at the top of their game and ain't scared to challenge each other and bring the best out of each other. I don't think it's fair to us as fight fans that we'll have to see that fight first and then watch a bunch of meaningless fights after that.
True. That's a true story.
Because let me add on, man. Y'all got a little cake going here, man. And, you know, I wanted to add a little icing to the recipe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But listen, man, here's my opinion on this whole thing. You have Terence Crawford and you have Errol Spence. You have two warriors. These two guys are willing to fight anybody. Us as fight fans, we know it. It's time for us to look out for the best interests of real fighters. Okay, you have all these guys: Bradley Skeet, Ocampo, Ponomarev, Danny Garcia, Jesse Vargas. All of these guys, Sean Porter. These guys got to fight, man. These guys got to. These guys. Terence Crawford needs to clean these guys out, and so does Errol Spence, and then they need to make a super fight down the line. I know it sounds crazy coming from me, but this is the one case where I think the two fighters, because what they like to do is they like to put these young black fighters against each other so, they could eliminate one of us. Okay, they've been doing this shit for years. Nobody talks about it, okay? And then these guys don't get no credit any damn way for beating each other. Build the fight. They're close to the same age. We already know, we know what a code is all about. And it's time for me as a fight fan, I'm to look out for the best interests of the pockets of the warriors, okay? So wait it out. Let them clean up all these Ocampos and all them. Step up and face your mandatory and stop being a coward.
I ain't mad at it. Hey, Junior, we got 503 Lion and we got DCB in the building.
What's up? What's up, DCB? You was in here first. What's going on, family?
What's good, y'all? What's good?
Man, you got it, man. Tell the people how they can find you.
Oh, man, you already know, man. DCB, Dream Chasing Boxing on YouTube, man. You already know.
Yes, indeed. 503 Lion. What's up, family? Oh, man. 503 Lion. What's going on, family? We're going to have to come back to him. Okay, DCB. We coming back to you, DCB. So talk to us about your thoughts with the regard to the potential matchup between Errol the Truth Spence and Terence Crawford, and also the trainers talk this week.
Yeah, man, I think they should fight now. I think Terence Crawford right now and Errol Spence right after this fight that they need to get out the way after Crawford fights Warren and Errol Spence goes ahead and fights what's that boy name? Well, whoever Errol Spence that his mandatory. I think they should fight now. I don't think there's no point in them waiting because there's already a rumor out that Keith Thurman is hurt. And I don't see the point of we have two prime guys right now. I understand the whole letting it build, but they could fight now, man. I mean, I don't like the fact that Keith Thurman is going to skirt his way around these two guys, but that looks to be like the decision they're going to make. So my mindset is they might as well just fight now instead of actually waiting on.
I think you dropped off. You dropped off, DCB. Let's see if he come back. Okay.
I want to say something real quick about that Thurman too. The whole that shit, like what Blood said, like, man, I feel you on that whole letting them listen. I'm for them milking that shit. I mean, these dudes, Earl Spence and Crawford, if they say, look, we're finna clean up these other motherfuckers, then we're gonna fight, I'm with it. If they fight now, I'm with that too. It's a situation to where I see, like, look at the situation. Bob Arum, he can't make Pacquiao fight Terence Crawford to pass that torch. But Pacquiao fights Jeff Horn. So Horn has a Pacquiao victory on his resume. So Crawford has to beat the guy who beat the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's happening. He can't get that legit name on his resume, and they're all ducking and dodging. Danny Garcia said, oh, Crawford and Spence need to fight each other. See what I'm saying? This is the mentality of these dudes. They really don't want no smoke, man. They trying to stall it out and hope that them guys fight and one of them knock the other one off so they can really put the fuck to whoever lose ain't getting no fight.
878. You know what kind of scenario we'll be stuck with, which is why I can't get down with them fighting right now. I hear what Jeff's saying, and it might have to happen because they the only two people willing to fucking fight each other. But this is why I'm with Blood about let's get them the most money that they deserve. But I'm also with this. We could be stuck with another Roy Jones scenario where he fought James Toney, and then it was really never no other big fight for him to have after that. I don't want that scenario for either one of these fighters. I want them to clean up this division against other worthy opponents, finish them off, and then we get our mega fight.
Because at the end of the day, it's possible, man. Because you got to figure they're both fighting 3 times a year. When I say that, I'm talking about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. They're both fighting 3 times a year. They have the potential to both start on opposite ends of the division and clean up, man. My problem is all of this fucking ducking that's going on, man. I've been giving Keith Thurman a whole lot of shit, you know what I mean, on my platform because he's the champ, you know what I mean, and he's holding 2 of the belts and he holding them hoes hostage. You feel me? But it's a whole lot, man. It's a whole lot of other people. Danny Garcia, you know what I'm saying, on that bullshit. Showtime Sean Porter on that bullshit. I'm really shitty with Showtime Sean Porter because he's from Ohio, first and foremost. Secondly, Errol Spence got your belt. He got the belt that you lost to Kell Brook. And now all of a sudden you don't want it. Oh, I'm not even ranked in the man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm sick of the 147 Duck Dynasty. That's all these motherfuckers is doing. They got a 147-pound Duck Dynasty going on. Everybody in that bitch ducking. It's only 2 people that's trying, 3, because you might as well count Jeff Horn You know what I'm saying? Because he at least willing to sell his belt or go out and get his head busted open. You know what I'm saying? He at least willing. But everybody else, man, they on that Duck Dynasty shit, man. And I don't got no respect for it at all, man.
All I'm saying is this, man. I don't really care when they fight. I want this to be a mega fight. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. But if they fight now, I'm cool with that. I just don't want Keith Thurman to have no easy way out.
Trap, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. My bad. I just want to make sure. Go ahead, man.
Oh, I'm done, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. So y'all talking about Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, man. I just feel like Keith, man, he just really, like he said in the interview, man, he just trying to milk the situation and, you know, get the biggest payday he can get from Errol Spence, because he say that's the Super Bowl fight of the boxing. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I feel like boxing has more than one Super Bowl because you got multiple weight divisions. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of look at it like a Final Four or March Madness or something like that. These dudes just got to step up, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and Keith Thurman is just holding the division up, and I really think that he's trying to see if all these other guys are gonna fight before he get in there with one of these primetime guys, man. And that's what I think he's doing.
Yeah, he trying to pull a Floyd Mayweather. He trying to sit back and let them niggas beat each other ass, and then he gonna come back, he gonna fight the winner, and he gonna get all the glory. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to do. Before we move on, though, 503 Lion, tell the people how they can follow you, family.
Oh, yeah, man. It's 503 Lion on YouTube and Great White 503 on Instagram, man. And that's it.
Santee Walden is in the building. What's up, Santee, a.k.a. People Champ, the people motherfucking politician. What's going on?
What's going on, family? How y'all doing?
What's up, Santee?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Man, now I know you got something to say about the whole situation with the anticipation of the Spence versus Crawford fight and the interviews from the actual trainers.
I feel personally, at least at this point, that at least with Bo Mac, it's good for you to put it out here, but it's better for promotion when it's actually going to go down. I feel like it's a little bit of a waste of time. You know, Terence Crawford, and I got a lot of respect for him. He hasn't even taken a punch at 147 yet. So we don't even know what he's going to look like moving up to that weight, which I don't feel like it's going to be that bad. But I actually like the way that Derek James did the interview with Dante's on Dante's Boxing Nation, because he spoke from a perspective of, look, I'm not the fighter or anything else like that. I have respect for my brothers out here, and it is what it is. When it happens and the time comes forth, that's when we're going to deal with it. So I like his whole attitude behind it. But as far as the fight itself, it's a great fight. That to me is a bigger part of the Super Bowl than Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence Jr. I would prefer that fight, but I would pick Terence Crawford. But it's one of those fights like I don't want to see it. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it because I would hate to see who loses. I want both of them to be successful in their careers based on how dependable they've been and how consistent they've been as far as taking on challenges and stepping forth and being true champions, something that we can honor and respect today.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, okay, before we move on, everybody done with that subject? You know what I mean? I got to give everybody, a little bit of time. If you want to chime in, you might not have got to say something. I got
something to say real quick.
Yes, sir.
Hey, smash the like button. Everybody watching, y'all enjoying yourself. We live. Smash the like button, man. Don't be stingy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all already know. Y'all get y'all jab right now. Come on. Right.
Come on, you know what I say. If you don't like, use a damn coon and a buck dancer and a capitulator.
Right. And you soft chewing eating butter biscuits. Who say that butter biscuits? That's what Santee be on them butter biscuits.
Man, y'all be having me feeling guilty as hell when I be eating butter biscuits.
Ain't nothing wrong with eating butter biscuits.
You don't be cooning, though. You don't be cooning.
Okay. Every time I eat one of them Popeyes butter biscuits, I be like, I be picturing LVZ and Santee like, don't do that.
Get it away from your lips, bro. Get it away from your lips.
Yeah.
Hey, we got anybody who's blood. Are you in there on the in the chat? We got a couple trolls in there going berserk.
Oh, for real? Okay, let me go on take care and then let me go back and look, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
United
like
Soto
that.
Nation. United Soto Nation got to go.
Yeah, get his bitch ass up out of here, man. Get his bitch ass up out of here. Hey, but anyway, man. So things are heating up not only in the welterweight division, they're also heating up in the middleweight division. We got Charlo versus Hugo Centeno or Centeno. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. What y'all think about it, man? Just dive in there.
Hugo who versus
Jamal Charlo versus Hugo Centeno. They just announced that, and then the winner is supposedly going to face the winner between Canelo and Triple G for the WBC title.
Oh, okay. Well, so basically, Hugo is basically meat tenderizer for Charlo until Charlo finally get to lay his hands on either the motherfucker, the ducking Mexican, or motherfucker Triple B beating bombs badly. And we're going to see how Triple B look against Charlo laying on the ground looking up at the stars.
Max. Come on, Max. Hey, oh my goodness, man. Charlo gonna fuck one of them up, man. He gonna fuck one of them up bad.
Really, Max.
Hey, Junior, I gotta ask you this, bro. I know you be listening to Dante's Boxing Nation a lot. Have you checked out any of them interviews that Abel Sanchez did about the Charlo?
Yeah, brother? when he was tap dancing and being real political, and first he wasn't gonna fight nobody, then the fight didn't make sense and all kind of shit. Yeah, I heard him.
Okay. I just want to ask you, man. I'm from Houston, so I just, I don't want people to think that I'm biased and I'm, doing this and doing that. I just want to know when Jamal Charlo knocked his boy head off, what's gonna be the next excuse? You know what I'm saying? And I want to ask you that.
Man, he gonna retire. Charlo's gonna retire if it is Triple G that he fights, which I don't really see Triple G beating Canelo in the second fight. I don't think that. I mean, he's gonna have to knock Canelo out. But if it just so happens that Triple G has the unfortunate fate of getting in there with one half of the Lions only, oh my God, man. He gonna get retired. He's gonna get retired. That fight, I think that'll be his last fight. Honestly speaking, man. And I think that it won't be shit else to say. It won't be nothing else to say. People will be on our channels calling us all kind of niggers and coons and all kind of other shit. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Mod me up. Mod Peckerwood punishment up. Niggas about to get the ejector seat out this motherfucker. You crackers is finna get the fuck up out of here. And you nachos, y'all gone too. Fuck that. Don't get mad. Yes, the ducking Mexican.
They came over here, bro. They came over here. They didn't see the first couple of weeks. They didn't know about this channel, but now they didn't came over here. Now we got all the ones I blocked on my channel. I see another one, Adolf Hitler. Block him. They trying to disrupt the podcast and stop us from talking about boxing and talking to them.
Hey, man, let me speak on this for a second on these nasty ass trolls. Y'all don't get no pussy, man. Y'all can't get no pussy. Y'all don't get no women. Y'all can't get no women, man. Who got time to do shit like this? All right.
Adolf Hitler, you out of here, punk motherfucker. And I'm trying to get these guys. I don't know whoever this is. He got like multiple accounts and he keep coming in.
Oh yeah,
they got time to go and change his account. What a fucking loser, man.
Hey, give Reef Reef, the brother Reef, the watcher, a moderator.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, Reef.
I got him.
They sitting up here jacking off with peanut butter, hoping the dog lick their balls. Get your gay ass up off of here.
General Africa, I got you, bro. General Africa.
They got time to go and change his account.
Yes, indeed. But up in the building, Fight Critic. What's up, family?
Yo. What's good, everybody?
Man, you got it, man. Tell the people how they can follow you, Fight Critic.
At Fight Critic. Twitter, YouTube, just at Fight Critic. That's the best way to find me.
Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna put you right on the spot since you slid in. I'm gonna put you tardy. So let me go and put you on the spot one time. So we were talking about the Charlo and the Hugo Centeno fight, and the winner of that fight facing the winner of the Triple G versus Canelo rematch for the WBC title. So how do you think that whole triangle pans out?
If Canelo wins, he's not fighting Charlo. He's not fighting for that WBC title because he didn't let the WBC didn't let him, fool around with that belt. So I know Canelo, he won't no problems with Charlo. If Triple G wins, I could see Triple G taking the Charlo fight. I just don't know if he'll win it because right now he's on the wrong side of age. He's on the wrong side of what he's looked like in his last couple of fights. And Charlo right now, he got all the momentum as a fighter right now, moving up in that division. And he looks like to be the guy, in my opinion, that's probably going to show out the most, especially because he went right into an eliminator coming right out of it. And for me, I don't expect it to be right away. But I do think that if Charlo, which I expect him to be Centeno Jr., I think he gets one more fight, and I think it's probably going to be like a Danny Jacobs. If he shows out in that Jacobs fight, it's going to be real hard for people to pick against him if it comes to Triple G.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So you brought up what the next point I wanted to talk about, man. So this whole thing with Daniel Jacob, man, was Daniel Jacobs when him signing with Slick Eddie, was that a good move or a bad move? And y'all just have at it.
I think for his bottom dollar, it definitely he got a good deal out of it. I think the problem with it is that you got Billy Joe Saunders who's not gonna fight him because he's with Eddie. And I think when you look at the fact that they're gonna have to put Canelo in there with him because I don't think HBO is gonna be cool with letting Canelo fight whoever he want to fight on pay-per-view. At some point, they're gonna be like, "Yo, we're taking an L right now on Jacobs' deal with the fact that we got him signed. You gotta fight him so that this way everybody can make a come up off of it." So that's the way I'm looking at it. At some point, Canelo is gonna have to take a fight against Danny Jacobs if they keep winning.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, family. Anybody else on the Danny Jacobs move and his work at middleweight?
Well, go ahead, 78.
Well, no, I was just gonna say real quick. I think, I don't know. I guess Danny he made the move, the best move he thought was best for him and his family at the time. You know what I mean? I don't know if Eddie probably gave him a bag and gave him some promises and stuff like that. So. Regardless of the situation, if Danny, he got to understand the politics, you know what I mean? Like, he's supposed to know that Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn don't have a good business relationship. So if you sign with Eddie, you can't be your eyes on Billy Joe Saunders. That's not a good look. You could have stayed with what you was doing to get Billy Joe. Signing with Eddie, you ain't gonna get Billy Joe Saunders like that. I mean, they got every excuse to duck you now.
Yeah, yes, indeed. I'm not sure how much homework he did before that move at all.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If Canelo win, he ain't fighting neither one of those guys. He banking on if they make that Liam Smith and that Saddam Ali, he gonna fight Saddam Ali. He want to fight Saddam Ali so they can keep their in-house money. And Jacobs and Charlo, they're gonna have to fight each other to hope to get the win out of probably get Triple G. You know what I mean? I don't see Canelo fighting either one of those guys, to be honest with you. So
and plus, WBC made the mandatory anyways, and he already said that he's gonna drop the WBC belt.
Who said that?
Some beef with them or some shit.
Yeah, Canelo got beat.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So, man, I don't know, man. I think Danny Jacobs kind of put himself. He may have got a good bottom dollar deal, but I think he got to put himself in a bad spot as far as like opportunity wise. I don't think he gonna get those fights that he thought he was gonna get.
Yeah,
and if I was my bad, but hold on. If I was Triple G, if win or lose, I go be trying to go look for James DeGale right now because he easy pickings. He's a shot fighter, and that could be a nice little pickup for him right there on his way out.
So you saying move on up and go get that scrap on the way out?
He just fight James DeGale, and they both can retire each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I think, man, I don't know, man. I'm really anticipating it, but my problem with the middleweights, man, is just all the politics at play, man. You know, with the Canelo versus the WBC, and then Eddie Hearn versus Frank Warren and all that stuff, man. It's just too political in there, man. And once again, I think that Danny Jacobs, I think he probably got a bag. He probably got some upfront, but I'm just worried about what he's gonna actually lose on the back end, man. And you couple all of that with the fact that obviously, man, HBO don't give a fuck about boxing right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like boxing is like, falling way down on their list of priorities, I feel. So I'm go ahead.
And also, you want to make some moves in the middleweight division. Get Canelo Alvarez from underneath for Oscar De La Hoya. That's how you crack down on some of this foolishness. As long as there's a way for a scapegoat or some type of reasoning to pull front all of these BS excuses that we hate to hear, money to the table, or who has he fought? If you want to eliminate cancerous problems like that continue in boxing over and over again, get Oscar away from Canelo Alvarez. And then we can start seeing some of these fights, man. Somebody has to break the mold. Triple G did his part somewhat by fighting Daniel Jacobs. It's a start. Competitive fighters versus competitive fighters. But when you're doing it, on this type of line of things, and people have a way to wiggle out of situations, then it's just going to keep repeating itself.
Just a quick, just random trivia I'm going to just throw out there, because I know we're talking about HBO and their budget. Last quarter, they made $500 million in net profit, not revenue, net profit. So that will let you know how much they really don't give a fuck about boxing. If you're talking about a company that's going to make $500 million in net profit, that's not even going to increase their boxing budget.
Mm-hmm. And where did that profit come from? That profit came from all the other programming, right? From the Game of Thrones.
Yep.
What's the other show? It's another big one on HBO.
You got Insecure.
Insecure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now they signing all these young urban people to start creating on their platform and increasing that. And while Showtime is the one that's actually making the moves to increase their boxing budget, which is why I said from the jump, the smartest thing Showtime did was position themselves for that Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor fight. Because when they did Floyd versus Pacquiao, they had to split 49% of that pay-per-view revenue with HBO. They kept all that pay-per-view revenue and maybe cut a small check to the UFC in comparison when they did that McGregor fight. So they were smart enough to do that. The only move that I didn't think that was good for Showtime to do is them not picking up the boxing tournaments right now at super middleweight and cruiserweight.
Yeah, they should have did that.
They should have picked that up, because that would have been nice for them, because all those fights at cruiserweight have been good.
And bro, it would have been easier for us to follow, because I want to watch that shit. Like only reason I know about that shit is because of Trap House Boxing. I don't be knowing who the fuck fighting what day and what channel it's on. I gotta go live stream, and if the stream don't work, it's like, man, why the fuck Showtime ain't picking this shit up?
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I definitely can see that and agree to that. So we okay, so let's move on, man, and let's talk about the heavyweights, man. Let's talk about you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about these big motherfuckers, man. So we have, okay, I don't want to talk about these in any particular order, but we have the Wilder and Ortiz fight coming up, right? And I need to and General Africa, I know you just fell in the building. What's going on, family?
What's going on, bro? What's going on? What's going on, fellas?
What's good?
Man, you got it, man. Tell the people how they can find you, General Africa.
Well, right now it's just YouTube, General Africa Awakened, and I'm still working on I'm gonna put together a little Instagram page. So once I get that in order, I'll let y'all know. And quick thing, we got a lot of people in here, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Smash that like button, fam.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, so talk to me, man. What are your thoughts about the Wilder Ortiz fight? What are we, about a month out, or a little bit less than a month?
Man, I'm super pumped, man. I'm super pumped. Look, I think Wilder's gonna hurt that dude. You know, Ortiz he can talk all, big and bad, and but the way I see it, ain't nobody stopping Anthony Joshua. No, Anthony Joshua won't get stopped. Ain't nobody gonna stop Deontay Wilder. And that's why Anthony Joshua was afraid of him. And a lot of these dudes are afraid of him. You just had Bellew coming out talking about, how big he is. And, but, Wilder's ready. And he's going to hurt that dude. And he said something funny. He was like, that dude's probably, thinking about, popping them pills again, getting back on them PEDs. Ain't nothing going to help him. But I'm pumped for it. I'm kind of, I don't want to look past this fight, so to speak, but I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going to happen next, because, you got Povetkin coming out talking about how he believes he's going to get that fight if, AJ beats, Parker. And, I'm, 7-Day put out a video on that. And, we got to make sure that, because we all know what the narrative is going to be, and they're already changing it. There people have already calling Ortiz, that's comes with the territory, but we got to make sure that, we put it out there. It's in the archives. People know, hey, Povetkin, nah, you don't jump to the front of this line. You don't jump to the front of this line. Hell no. Nah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to get this. You got to get this the hard way. Come on with it, blood boxing. We ain't heard from you in a minute.
Well, what we talking about? Middleweight still? Or?
No. We talking about the Wilder versus Ortiz.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm up here trying to read comments and shit. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay. Wilder versus Ortiz, man. Wilder just has to do what he needs to do, man, because in the heavyweight division, it just takes one punch, man, and it's all over with. So I just hope that he goes out there and he lives up to it, man. And in my opinion, nobody has nothing to complain about because he's fighting pretty much the most dangerous heavyweight out there. In my opinion, Ortiz is the most dangerous heavyweight because I still think that for some reason, Deontay Wilder is going to knock out Anthony Joshua in 2 or 3 rounds. I think he's going to wipe the floor with him. I don't know why I feel that way, but I think he's not going to have it easy in this fight against Ortiz. But I just hope, man, that he pull it together, man. Hey, man, Fanon International, shout out to you, bro. That's all I got to say, man.
Yeah, let's try to get Blood. See if you can get Fanon a link or something, an email link.
Fanon, hey, bro. Hey, put your email in the thing, man. We'd like to get you involved in some of these conversations, man. Or if not, if you can't do it tonight, I could get you on another time, man. We got to exchange information.
Yes, indeed. Okay, 78. What's your thoughts, family?
Oh man, Wilder Ortiz. I got Wilder knocking out Ortiz. I see the fight in two possible scenarios. I see one, a devastating, vicious, easy work for Deontay Wilder within the first 2 or 3 rounds. Or we have a classic heavyweight bout that people talk about, you know what I'm saying, for we could watch this fight over and over again. Now, that might be the best case scenario for Wilder's legacy and for the fans to have a close, rough, rugged fight, and then Wilder, end up beating his ass at the end, to a drama-filled fight, Rocky movie type of event. But I'm going with the first prediction. I think Wilder gonna smash Ortiz. Ortiz is a devastating puncher. He can punch. He can't punch like Wilder, but he can punch hard enough to put you to sleep. You know what I mean? Let's not pretend like he can't. You know what I mean? And I still think Luis Ortiz is juicing. I don't care what nobody else say. I think that Ortiz is working with the right people to find ways to juice and to take certain things that are not on the ban list. Because listen, if you're stupid enough to take stuff that's on the ban list, knowing you're being tested, I have to believe you're at least smart enough to be taking stuff that's not on the ban list currently. Because there's a lot of drugs that are actually do the same thing that some of these steroids do, but they're not technically banned yet because WADA has not pulled the drugs in, did a chemical breakdown of them, and banned it. Yes,
it's 7-8. They can't test for HGH. They can't test for IGF-1. And I'm not confident that this dude, he's addicted to the stuff, man.
Yeah, but it's so much other stuff like SARMs and stuff, the selective androgen receptor modulators. That's out there now. Any of us can order that shit legally and just order it online as chemical, as research for our pets and shit. I can say I'm giving my dog these SARMs. Like anybody can order that shit. It's not for human consumption legally because the FDA hasn't approved it. But a lot of this shit is not even banned by WADA yet because it's not a popular drug. See, that's why Povetkin, when he was taking meldonium and that got banned, he went to Ostarine because he didn't know Ostarine was already caught. Osterine is like that's like one of the first arms. That's popular. So when Povetkin thought he could take Osterine because Osterine do the same shit, he figured, oh, they don't know about this yet. But then they caught him for Osterine. And this motherfucker get rewarded with a goddamn WBA #1 contendership to fight Joshua. But Ortiz, who popped dirty, you kicked them out.
Right.
So sounds like that WBA protection program.
Right, it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. So I hope Wilder knock out Ortiz and banish this motherfucker. I ain't trying to be like that, man. But I really hope Wilder just go ahead and kill Ortiz, get him out of there.
Yeah.
Kill him dead 7-8.
I want to see a screenshot of one side of Ortiz's face pushed in like he got hit by ran over by a truck.
Oh shit!
Me too, though. I want to see his old fat ass knocked out too. I want to see him get his old Tyrannosaurus arms ass knocked out just because people think he that good. I really want to see him get knocked out too. I can't wait for that fight to happen. I'm trying to hurry up, get my money so I can go to the motherfucking joint. And my man, and y'all keep mispronouncing the name, is Povetkin. P-E-D Vetkin.
No, hey, like Coach say, Povetkin.
It's Alexander Povetkin. He sold me some HGH, a quarter pound of loud, and some codeine, sir.
Hey, man. Come on, man. I sent you the link, man. Join in, man.
Yeah, for now, get on in here. Hey, man, I don't fuck with Ortiz, man, aka the Cuban cheetah. I don't fuck with him, man. And I used to like him. Until this whole situation with Wilder. But then also when I actually did my research and learned about the cheating shit, man, and I agree with 78. That motherfucker's still cheating. He juicing. They done figured out a way to, try to cheat the system. He got the prescription for the blood pressure medicine and all that bullshit, man. I don't trust it, man. And I can't wait because all of the shit he's doing is irrelevant because Wilder's gonna fuck him up. You know what I mean? It's irrelevant. And I really can't wait. I don't really care for the Povetkin situation either. Him being set up to look so good against David Price, and then even the possibility of him getting a shot at Joshua. Man, I don't like it. What y'all think about the Joshua versus Parker fight?
All right. Well, ain't nobody said nothing yet. Let's go to 503 line. What you think, man?
Oh man, how I'm feeling now, man, I really kind of want Parker to smash Joshua, bro, because they steady holding our bomb squad, man, and this ain't cool, bro. Like, it's like every time we get close to the Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder situation, they steady putting Povetkin in front of us. Now they got somebody else, Dillian White, Lucas Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm getting tired of this shit, bro. So I really think if Parker win, I really think he'll fight Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So I think if Parker coming out with a good game plan, man, he could definitely knock AJ off his block if he take him into deep waters. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna win by decision. He got to knock him out. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, bro.
Yeah, if he take him into deep water, I definitely can see what you know what I mean. Him getting an upset for real, because Joshua gonna get tired, in my opinion. The one LVZ, you still there, family?
Yeah, I was about to say you was reading my mind, bruh. I got a problem with this fight, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you what the problem with this Joshua fucking Parker fight is, and y'all feel me on this. These the worst trash talking fighters ever. I hope these two motherfuckers knock each other the fuck out. They can't sell a motherfucking fight to say, I thought I saw a joint where they were talking trash. I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win. No, jump up in the ring, scream bomb squad, and then had an motherfucking fat spat. One thing I will say about Ortiz, at least he sell the fight. I don't know what the fuck he say, but I understood this. motherfucker, you beat.
You bitch.
I understood that. Sell the fight. What the fuck are they doing? Hey, we're just gonna go in there and we're just gonna throw punches and sling, mate. Man, this is some bullshit. Nobody gonna watch this fight. And what's gonna happen?
LVZ.
Yeah.
Hey, it kind of felt like the goddamn promoters had to sell this one. The goddamn boy from Australia, Higgins and Eddie, they arguing at the press conference.
Yeah, look, this is what they did. 503. He said, Anthony, slap my hand. Then he went over there and slapped Joseph Parker's hand and said, that's from him.
He went old school on family.
Yeah, man. He said, your mother ugly, man. They don't know how to sell a fight, man.
Man, Joshua.
This problem with the fight. Oh, go ahead,
bro.
No,
Go ahead. Parker, Joseph Parker, mama was crying. Y'all saw that shit?
Yeah, she was crying like a motherfucker.
Yeah, she crying about she's scared for Joe. I'm like, man, come on, man.
That's a grown ass man.
I'm sorry. If my mama started crying because she's scared from, I got to whoop this nigga ass, whoever he is. I got to whoop his ass.
See, you gotta catch him before the fight, beat his ass out.
Right. You got to set something up, jump this nigga something.
Yeah.
My mama
Man,
crying.
the thing about it is Anthony Joshua know how to trash talk. You know what I'm saying? He just acting because he got that brand and shit. So he acting. But that motherfucker need to talk to Parker like he talked to Fast Eddie Chambers in his motherfucking inbox. If he talk like that, you know what I mean? This should be sold. If he go in the damn press conference and say, I'm representing the superior black race and all that shit, man, this should be sold. Period. But I don't know, man.
Well, they confident.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, fight critic.
He need to trash talk like he Lennox Lewis.
Thank you, critic.
Because when Lennox Lewis was relatively unknown, he was talking that shit.
Yeah,
he's a pugilistic specialist.
But I think Joshua's comfortable now. I mean, we all can say what we want to say, right? We all can say what we want, but ain't none of us ever got no $15, $20 million payday. See, when you get that kind of money, you know what I'm saying, and different people start trying to rub shoulders with you, you know what I'm saying? LVZ, he ain't never gonna sell out. I know that. That nigga just too black. But everybody else, I don't know, man. We might be diving just a little bit.
Yeah. We might be I might be on them butter biscuits, man. I ain't even gonna bullshit.
I'm gonna do the homie the clown. I'm gonna fake like I sold out just so I could bop the man. Get that motherfucker. Pack of wood, bang.
Hey, one LVZ, you gonna lead that rebellion, boy.
Got his cracker ass.
So let's our final topic, man, before we get out of here. So we got a great man. We got one of the legends, Roy Jones Jr. His final fight is tomorrow against Scott Sigmund, man. Man, what are y'all thoughts on Roy, man? He actually went out this week, man, and talked about, laid his claim to the pound for pound.
Oh man, let me get on that, please. Let me get
go ahead, jump on in there.
Somebody else entered the chat. Who was that?
That's Jeff. Dream Chasing Boxing. Jeff go by alias of Frank for some reason. That's what he talk to the girls. Jeff be on here talking to them girls on Google with name Frank and shit.
Frankie baby.
Yeah, man, but check it out, man. With Roy, let me deal with the Roy and Floyd situation first. Roy say Floyd Mayweather is the best ever at making money from the sport of boxing, but he feel like he the best ever when it comes to fighting. I can't be mad at Roy for feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? First of all, like I say, I respect Floyd as far as a boxer. I think he one of the best ever. I don't think he the best fighter of all time, though. I don't think he's the greatest of all time. I mean, he can say whatever the fuck he want to say. You know what I mean? I respect the man hustle. I'm for every black man getting some money. But, you know what I'm saying? Like in his prime for prime, I was around. And see, I'm not talking about some shit that I seen or I had to go watch videos and no, I was there. You know what I'm saying? I saw Roy at 154. I saw Floyd come out the Olympics. I saw Floyd beat my boy Angel Manfredi. Angel Manfredi was my dude. Floyd whipped his ass. I saw Roy Jones, and I saw both of them. And I'm telling you something right now. I never in my life, honest opinion, I never in my life seen a fighter as talented as Roy Jones in his prime ever. Me personally. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with Roy Jones. I agree. You know what I'm saying? He got right to say what he got to say, pound for pound, status-wise. But as far as his last fight, man, I wish him nothing but the best. I'm glad he's actually considering retirement now. And win or lose, it was a great-ass career. He fought well past his prime, you know, because Roy relied on his reflexes, not his skills. He relied on his raw talent. That's how cold he was. Raw talent, not what he had learned. You know what I'm saying? But his raw talent got him that far. And once his reflexes slowed down, because in his prime, people would miss him by a centimeter with a right hook. When he slowed down just a tad, that same right hook hit him. See what I'm saying? So it's a difference, man. But salute to Roy Jones for a phenomenal career. No one can do it better. In his prime, you can talk about Sugar Ray Robinson. You can talk about Henry Armstrong. We can talk about Joe Louis. We can talk about Muhammad Ali, right? But in their prime, that 10-year stretch, I never seen a fighter more talented than Roy Jones Jr., in my opinion. Salute to Roy Jones.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Santee, we ain't heard from you in a minute, family.
What's up, bro?
Man, we talk about Roy Jones, man. What are your thoughts on Roy Jones' career in his last fight?
Phenomenal fighter. One of the best I've ever seen growing up. Nasty, known for trashing and embarrassing fighters and doing rubbing the bottom of his sneaker and bucking like a chicken and slapping you with a hook. Just degrading fighters without trying, man. And for me, he's had a phenomenal career. And the way I look at it is like this: you can go out however you want to go out. Some people are they fighters. You're born fighters. You're gonna fight from start till finish. And for him, in his heart and in his mind, he wants to do it a certain way. That's the way that he wants to go out. And you can't do nothing but respect that, because for a good deal of us, if not all of us, Roy Jones provided some good memories of the sport as far as athleticism and just being able to do it like it's nothing, man. Just no effort, no nothing. Just beating the dog shit off of somebody. And you know, this is what he did. So I'm happy he's deciding to get out the other side of the door, man, and start to enjoy life, man, because I don't want to see him shaking or dealing with any type of health issues, man. Much love to Roy Jones Jr.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Blood boxing. It did me down on me, man. I should have came to the Florida boys first.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I know a lot about Roy Jones, man. Roy Jones is my guy, man, and I'll tell you what. It started out in 1993. Okay, Roy Jones was 24. He lasted for 11 years. So for anyone to say that he went down the hill quick, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because from 93 to 04, he couldn't be touched. Okay. And this, by the time Tarver got to him, the man was 35 years old. That's another thing. Not only did he move up, and he had to come back down at the age of 35. I mean, that's one thing that people just never consider. And I'm telling you now, because I've looked at several fighters, usually after the age of 35, these fighters start to slow down. As far as what he did and all of that, who's the best that I saw, he's the best that I saw. In the 1990s, when he was at the top of his game, I had never seen anything like it. Remember, he put his hands behind his back that time. He put his hands behind his back and knocked the guy out. And he'll knock these motherfuckers out, too. He'll bring that heat to their ass. Ain't gonna be no blood fights going the distance in this guy's prime. Now, except for if your name is like James Toney or Bernard Hopkins. But Thomas Tate and all of them guys, Bird, Pazienza, Marcus Sosa was a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? All of these guys, Virgil Hill with the body shot. You know, McCallum went the distance. He, that thing with Griffin, he corrected that right. You know, the guy was a phenomenal fighter. He moved up, fight Ruiz, came back down at the age of 35. He should have, what he should have done, because this is what I hate the most. He just missed social media, okay?
Yep.
By the time he started to come off of his prime, it was 2004. that was right before the social media era. So when fighters want to compare their pay-per-view numbers to him, he didn't have a social media machine pushing him. Okay, so let's be realistic when we start making those comparisons. Roy Jones is underrated, man. What he did is he stayed around way too long. And if he would have made social media, he might have made enough money to where he could have came out. I mean, I don't know why he still kept on anyway, because he's worth more than $50 million. I think he's just one of those guys who just has a big ego, but he should have shut shop down after that first Tarver fight and took selective fights from that point on. Like the Trinidad fight, that was cool. Take selective fights. Post 35, he shouldn't have been taking them other fights.
Blood, don't forget what Roy said. He said when he was on that was he on? I saw it somewhere. Roy said they robbed him of his undefeated streak. He wanted to go for undefeated. They took that from him with Montel Griffin, the first fight, and he came back and fixed it. But because of that, I think that kind of affected Roy too, because he was going to try to. What Floyd did with the undefeated thing was what Roy was going to try to do. But they took that away from him with the Montel Griffin thing. So then he started trying to do all these different accolades and shit to try to make up for it and prove how great he is. And let's also not forget that all them great fighters in the UK at the time, Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank, what's the other boy? What's the dude?
Calzaghe.
No. The other one before Calzaghe,
Michael Watson.
Him, it's a white guy.
Steve Collins.
Steve Collins. Yeah, Steve Collins. Yeah.
They talk about him in the chat room.
They didn't want no smoke with Roy at that time. And Eubank admitted it on that 168 sit down they had. He said none of us could fuck with Roy in our prime. In his prime. None of us could fuck with him in his prime. And you talk about a dude well past his prime who fought Joe Calzaghe, an undefeated Calzaghe, and almost stopped him early in the fucking fight. Knocked him down, almost stopped him early, bro.
If he would have got him like 5 years earlier, he would have been getting that heat the whole fight. Because Roy never used to let them hands go. And he wouldn't let up on you. In the 1990s, he wouldn't let up on your ass, man. He'll keep coming with them combinations, keep coming around you with that little chicken dance shit he was doing, and he'll just be fucking these guys up, man. They couldn't
look at here. We factor in that one thing, man. Roy used to play basketball and beat the brakes off these niggas at the same time.
We missing another factor. Fight critic, trap house, all that. This is what I wanted to say about Roy. I've been watching the man since I cried as a little kid and watched him get robbed in the Olympics. I remember when I won $200 as a teenager. I remember when I won $200 as a teenager because I said, hey, man, Roy Jones can beat James Toney, man. Roy Jones is
hey, man, you stole it.
Y'all still forgetting one more point that Blood brought up earlier in this video. He fought prime black fighters, American black fighters. And look, I give, like I say, I give Floyd all the credit, but there's too many black fighters that he didn't fight not too many. I don't want to exaggerate, but you know what I'm saying? Roy Jones Jr. fought those dudes, and you know what I'm saying? Floyd had some great fights, but I just would have liked him to see him against like maybe just a Paul Williams something. You know what I'm saying? And Roy fought those dudes, man. He fought that a black American style, man.
Yeah. And you know what? You can put it like this. To all of the hardcore Mayweather, because I know it's a lot of Mayweather fans from a different era than me. That I seen it when Mayweather McGregor. They love the dude. It's a different. They just love him. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I don't want to criticize him because I know some of our people love the dude.
Yeah.
Even though he a coon ass nigga to me. All right, but I want to say this. Imagine Floyd Mayweather, the guy you love, right? You see him fight all these fights, beat everybody. Imagine him fighting Errol Spence Jr. 3 times. Then fighting Keith Thurman, fighting Sean Porter, fighting all these, fighting the Charlos. okay, fighting Triple G. At this age right now, he wouldn't come out unscathed. So that's how we feel about Roy.
Point blank period, man. Roy was better than Floyd pound for pound, man, period. Because James Toney, one of my favorite fighters of all time, bro. And Roy is too. And I was really, I'm still shocked how he just embarrassed James Toney like that.
Just having Hopkins and Toney on his resume alone beats out anything Floyd ever did. Floyd never fought anybody like Hopkins or James Toney.
Look at James Toney, man. James Toney, in my opinion, I'm sorry, man. He might be in my top 20, at the minimum top 30, and he embarrassed them. That ended the debate. I'm sorry.
Well, you have those. Go ahead.
The greatest part about that Toney thing is that a lot of New Age fans, they probably not gonna latch onto it. But James Toney, around that time, was the best fighter in the sport, and Roy absolutely toyed with him.
Yep.
Yeah, play with him.
Beat an undefeated Michael Nutt. Was Michael Nutt undefeated when James Toney knocked him out?
Yeah, he was undefeated.
Yeah.
I just rewatched that fight too.
And what fight you're saying is true because James Toney was making even Sports Illustrated. He made the front of Sports Illustrated for the Nun for beating Nunn. Okay, so
I saw Michael Nutt's facial expressions. He was a little confused in that fight. He wasn't, he was a little
he was overconfident too.
He was rattled.
He was
throwing punches, but Toney gave him problems, and I'm sorry, man. Like it's no debate to me, man. It's a debate, but
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. To me personally, I think the James Toney is underratedly one of the best that ever did it, man.
Yeah. James Toney in my top 15, homie.
Arguably.
James Toney in my top 15 fighters of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
He that good.
To that Steve guy in the chat room that keeps talking about Roy Duck, Steve Collins.
Collins.
Fuck Steve Collins, man.
Roy Jones Duck Steve Collins. All right, man. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Guess what? Anthony Joshua Duck 78 Sports TV. How about that? Let's talk some crazy shit. Why not that?
Let's talk that crazy shit. I think the thing that we missed.
I heard about that too. I heard about that.
He was undisputed.
Yes, indeed. The thing that we're missing about Roy, that or not that we miss it, we don't emphasize enough, is okay. He got Bernard on his record. He got a win over Toney. He went and got a heavyweight belt when he came in at 154. You feel me? He came in at 154 and went and captured a heavyweight title. That shit is unheard of. That shit is legendary. The only one. That alone solidifies his place in the record books, and in my opinion, the fact that he is pound for pound over Floyd Money Mayweather, man.
Nobody really realizes, but Roy is only one of 3 guys to win a middleweight title and then win a heavyweight title.
Right.
So put yourself in that elite company, because even before Roy did it, the last guy to ever do it was Spence.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
okay, man. Go ahead.
To recapture it though, who was that? Who did that? Bob Fitzsimmons?
Yeah, Bob Fitzsimmons. Yep.
Yeah.
Before that, you have to take it back to Bob Fitzsimmons.
Mm-hmm.
Before
way back.
Yeah. See, Roy, if he, like Blood was talking about earlier, if Roy Jones would have been strategic with his boxing career, like Floyd on a financial tip, right? If Roy was more strategic financially, and first of all, Roy Jones could have retired. Imagine this. Imagine if Roy Jones retired after coming back down from heavyweight, coming down to light heavyweight and beating Tarver. If he were retired right then and there, we wouldn't even be.
That's what I said. He shouldn't have never came out.
Bro, we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
I think that what he should have did after that point is only fought guys like Trinidad, because now you're past 35. Now you have to start selective on who you fight because of your age. So he should have only fought those small guys like Trinidad. If Vernon Forrest wanted to fight him. Winky Wright, fight him. Don't fight them big guys, and that's where he made the mistake.
Mm-hmm. But you got to understand Roy mentality, though, man. Roy
talk to the people. Talk to the people about his mentality.
Man, he Roy hard-headed, man. Look, I don't grew up around. Look, I done had plenty of homeboys out here like Roy, man. He just that type of guy. You tell him he can't do it, he gonna go do that. Don't play with Roy.
But
don't play with him at all.
Dug himself in the hole the first time he got knocked out. When he started getting knocked out by these Europeans and stuff, he tried to dig himself out the hole, and he just kept falling deep and deep in the hole.
Yeah,
Well, you know why though?
Just kept coming, man.
But guess what though?
Roy,
but guess what though? He kept falling in the hole because they kept bringing RJ out, baby. They kept bringing RJ out.
You know what, Trap?
Bottom line, man.
Because Tarver really wanted it. Tarver was at that interview, and Roy distinctly said, "Before I retire, his ass is mine."
Roy is a boy.
I gotta say something, and it's important that we're having this conversation, man, because I don't like to get on casuals. You know, we all start off, as not knowing much about the sport. But one thing about boxing is like it's easy for people to just talk about things like when they haven't done any research on it. It's easy to make claims. It's hard to back it up. But when you put this stuff in context, it's ridiculous some of the things that Roy Jones accomplished, man. I mean, look at Henry Armstrong when he went up. I think he went up to middleweight, and he was about to capture that title, but he was so just fatigued he collapsed. Like, it is ridiculous some of the things that Roy Jones Jr. accomplished. But people will just say, "Oh, well, the numbers don't lie," and like Blood said, I understand when Blood gets pissed off. I do too, because it's disrespectful for people to come on here and just make claims. It's easy to make claims and not back it up, man.
And the thing with Roy and the speak on Trap, on what Trap was saying, like if you listen to Roy, even now as a commentator, man, when you listen to him talk, and first of all, he's good for boxing, in my opinion. But when you listen to him talk, he talks about, I'm not a fan of catch weights. I'm a champion at this division. You want to fight me? You say my name, we got to fight. And that's what Roy Jones, that's how when you look at his career, that's what it was. You motherfucker, you say my name and we going to fight. You anywhere close to my division, come to my division, we going to fight. You know what I mean? Bottom line. And I think that alone was a recipe for him to not finish his career undefeated, because a tiger don't change his stripes, man. No matter what we want him to do, you know what I'm saying, or how we want him to move and shake and shit like that. Man, that's not in Roy. He's a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's a fighter. And that's just – go ahead.
Roy Jones, like I was saying earlier, man, Roy, he fuck with them dogs, man. He fuck with them hounds, man. He fuck with game roosters. He fuck with game dogs. He a game bred nigga. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones ain't finna – get beat, and no, he not gonna. It's hard for a dude like that to quit. He's a warrior. He a true warrior, man. And he like Apollo Creed. You know what I'm saying? What do we do, Stallion? He one of them niggas. You know what I mean?
And he ain't gonna stop.
Right. So, I salute him. I hope he retired for real, no matter what happened at this fight, man.
Bottom line, and we appreciate you, Roy Jones Jr. Hopefully you listen to this, man, and we definitely salute you, man. But let's go ahead on and wrap this up, man. First of all, man, I want to send a shout out to the LDBC, the entire LDBC. That is Lions Den boxing community, man. In case you didn't know, shout out to everybody that's in the chat room, everybody listening in live, man. Really, truly appreciate you all. Shout out to those of you guys who are going to catch this via the stream. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, if you are listening to the podcast via the SoundCloud, shout out to you too. We really, truly appreciate you, man. Just be sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe everywhere, no matter how you're consuming this, man. Be sure to check us out. You got all of our contact information. We all drop. Be sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to all of our channels, man, and follow us, as well as every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. Come on back and tune in to the Smoke City MobCast, brought to you by the LDBC, man. Thank you guys so much, man. We really, truly appreciate it. And, man, we out here. Who wants some? All right, gents.
Peace.
All right, man.
All right, fam.
All right.
Easy.